South African women right to left in their predominantly white shirts. Australia in green and gold. Here's Kaslik with an early touch as they swing it wide, looking to get it to the flanks early, and that's exactly what they do. And it's Tarita who is going to go ocean to ocean. In WA, it's only taken 25 seconds and they're already up and running at the Perth Sevens.
That is a dreamy start from this favoured Australian side. Straight off the restart, they're able to retain their own ball, but Bien Tarita, she has shown us time and time again that she's a brilliant finisher. She's strong, she's fast, and she certainly knows how to find the try line.
Well, without Maddie Levi, but when you've got this woman to call upon, still just 20 years of age as well, as Tegan Levi adds the extra couple of points, so just the start they would have been looking for.
Certainly will be. Looking at this Australian side, they look like they're singing off the same song sheet so early in this match. Still some time to go, but what a start.
So Tegan Levi restarts play in the direction of
backwards
Sarita,
off goal, play on.
climbing high. Well was Saria Paki. She plays scrum half as well. Here's Kaslik, and Levi in the middle of the park just dishes it to Paki, and she puts the foot on the gas as well. In fact, it's Alicia Lefalfako-Salia who's going to run it in for Australia. 2 possessions, 2 scores.
They must have been instructed by Walshy to get off to a fast start, but just a simple play here from Tegan with Alicia running unders, sees her clear the coast. Alicia, she's been a strong player for this squad for a few years now, product of Queensland rugby, and absolutely tearing it up on the world scene.
No extra couple of points that time from Tegan Levi. Yep. 23 years of age, a 15th tournament here. It was an extraordinary win in the end, wasn't it, in that Cape Town final for Australia, predominantly with 6 players on the field. The shots of Maddie Levi watching on from the sideline, willing her teammates on.
They constantly talk about their connection and their sisterhood, and it's most certainly exemplified when they are on the field, particularly in those big games where they're playing a woman down. Sevens is a tough game. You don't need any numbers missing.
They then proceeded to put a hole in the swimming pool behind the post.
Oh, we're still talking about that one. It made great social content.
It absolutely did. Yes, if you didn't see the end of the Cape Town event, the Aussie Sevens women and fellow gold medalists Argentina men jumped in the pool, which is what they do in Cape Town. They've got a swimming pool behind the post at one end, and something of a tidal wave resulted. Here we go. 12-0 Australia leading South Africa. Rudis into midfield. There's the counter ruck as well. Now Number. She's hit hard by Lefalfako-Salia, and Faith Nathan has it, although Number now goes in and tries to hold her up. But there was a knock on, and we'll set a scrum to Australia.
Australia absolutely brutal on both sides of the ball. Alicia, she's so strong. She's known for her defensive efforts, big body, knows how to get the job done. Has a background in 15s, which you can see influences the way that she plays this Sevens game. Just such a physical player.
You see Tarita there now. We saw her on the wing before from the start of the game. She's now goes into the scrum to play in the prop position. You see that a lot in Sevens. Maddie Ashby.
Backwards, play on!
Doesn't quite work out. Ball's gone backwards, so says the referee, and now they can run. And Faith Nathan can run. There's number 3.
Time off, please.
Just going to check the grounding here.
Just check the grounding.
The Australians are certainly having all the say in this matchup against South Africa.
Yeah. Thank you.
Best be extra sure. Try awarded.
Absolutely is. We just spoke about how Bien Terita moved off the wing to join in the scrum.
Okay, thank you.
There was no loss of speed or versatility with having Faith Nathan out there. Small in stature, but so dangerous in open space. Just look at her pin the ears back. You can see her family there on the left, banging to bring her in. That's really special, and that's what makes these home tournaments so wonderful for the players of that nation.
Great stuff. I mean, if it wasn't for Maddie Levi, then we'd be going crazy about Faith Nathan's try-scoring ability. It really is extraordinary. That's number 75 all time. She's only playing a 20th event. It really is some record. So 17-0 Australia lead. They have won their previous games against South Africa by an average of 33 points or more. We are looking at two teams at different ends of the spectrum in terms of the HSBC 7 standings, although they might get something out of this. South Africa charging upfield. Liska Latika.
Ball's in touch.
Need a bit more of that. It's gone over the sideline. It'll be an Australian line-out.
And we're really starting to see a glimpse of what South Africa can offer if given time and opportunity. Liska Latika, and she's so strong. Unfortunately, there wasn't much room for her to work in, forcing her into touch.
Advantage numbers in the line out. Advantage over.
So they were playing advantage, but as you hear from the referee, that's over. But
Three past the ball, going across.
Caitlin Shade with the error.
First touch of the ball for the young woman, unfortunately, hasn't worked out in her favour. Just here wasn't able to contain that pass from Alicia. But now this gives a solid opportunity for South Africa to attack in their 22.
Just there, just there. Crouch.
Yep, became a coronation by winning the Challenger Series over a couple of legs.
Set.
They're going to sneak down the short side here. Simmers flings it inside as we hear the siren for half-time, and it will go to the break. So Australia hold on, deny South Africa a score. 3 tries of their own. They lead by 17 points to 0. So as Tegan Levi prepares to get us started here for the second half, we can go sideline now and speak to her sister, Maddie. Maddie, watching on from the sideline, you must be pretty pleased with how they've gone so far. But just tell us, first of all, what's it like looking on and not being able to be out there?
Yeah, obviously been working hard, long pre-season, so definitely want to be out there. But I'm backing the girls in. We've been working so hard and they're just putting on display how well we've been training.
Maddie, I know that you've got into Western Australia a few days earlier. What have you been up to in your spare time?
I guess the beautiful beaches here, you can't look past them. So definitely some morning swims and, yeah, just seeing lots of family and friends that have travelled all around here is pretty exciting.
You've obviously done so well on the circuit of late, Maddie, but what would it mean to you and your teammates to go all the way again here and make it 3 in a row this season?
Yeah, I guess we started off last year really well and we're just building as a team and we've still got a lot to learn and a lot of depth within our squad, as you can see. Got a few debutants out there, so I think it's pretty exciting if we could take, especially after last season's home tournament, if we could take the win here and keep building on our way to Paris.
Thanks, Maddie. Really appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you on the field later in the weekend.
Thank you. Go!
And Australia, you heard the go there. That was Maddie just taking her headset off. She's roaring her teammates on. And here's the sister Tegan, who gives it to Lafal Fakasoli, and then Bien Terita, who got the try scoring going in the first half. She's got through a couple of tackles. Now the handoff. They've held on to her for now, just outside the South African 22. They got a penalty as well. And they go quickly, and that pace is Maddie Ashby. Finds, no, she doesn't. She throws it over the shoulder of Charlotte Caslick. So one gone begging there for Australia. Now South Africa can try and get some attack going, but they're a long way from the Australian try line, and they've juggled the ball forward as well. Advantage Australia. They can play on if they want to with the advantage. Inside ball from Tegan Levi to Terita. And she will jog over for her second score of the match. But that was tank emptying stuff. Ball in play for a long time.
That ball was certainly in play for a fair bit of time there as Australia ran for their own coast, but weren't able to retain it in that crucial time. But Tegan Levi there just puts it on a dime for BN Tirita. She's shown us how strong she is, but remembering how much work she had to do for us to even get down here in the first place is a testament to her work rate and her X factor that she brings to this team.
That young man enjoyed it. And Tegan Levi adds the conversion. So 24 points to 0. Australia leads South Africa. There you go, 29 tries now, all time. She's got a pretty decent strike rate as well. It is hot here in Perth. Even Wally's feeling it.
It's ramping up both on the field and in the stands.
There's 6 seconds left.
So Shani Smale is out there off the bench, and she restarts play, and she's gone deep in behind Baloyi, has to track all the way back. And again, double tackle coming in on Baloyi. She did well to hold on to possession there. That's number 13, Heidi Dennis, is out there for Australia to make her HSBC Sevens debut.
That forward though, the turnover's legal. Forward pass.
So that ball's gone forward in contact, but there she is, 18 years of age, cross-code athlete, originally part of the Brisbane Roar Soccer Academy. You don't often get players coming over from the
Time off,
game of football into rugby sevens, but so many of these Australian sevens players, particularly in the women's team, are high achievers in other sports.
Yeah, there certainly are. I mean, there's a plethora of talent here in Australian sport, but to see girls cross-coding and obviously coming across to rugby is a huge, huge boost for our game. Really special moment for Heidi here on home soil.
Yeah, and worth mentioning as well, she's got her opportunity because of the really bad injury that Demi Hayes had, season-ending ACL in Cape Town. That's what's given Heidi Dennis a chance here. So we wish Demi all the best in her rehabilitation. All part of being a professional sevens athlete. As Webb makes some good yards for South Africa, 24-0 down. 3 minutes to go. There's the counteract. Look at Shani Smale and Dom Dutoy go to work together.
Vantage knock on.
Good work from Heidi Dennis as well, but went forward once more, and now South Africa, they're going to work right to the end here. Nadine Uruas there, but a couple of knock-ons will go back.
Illegal. There's knock on here.
It's been a tiring string of phases for the South African side, who have been relentless trying to get out of their own 22, but to the defensive pressure that Australia is placing on them, it's just keeping them camped down here. A really important set-piece play for them to break out and attack in the half that they'd want to.
They'll be off to the Olympics as well. They have qualified, along with Australia, of course. One of the Africa champs. She's going to kick now. Just trying to relieve a bit of pressure here. But reading it nicely was Caitlin Shade. Heavy contact with Uruas, and she's slow to get up. Australia go hunting more points. Here's Kaslik, captain of this team, to another leader. And here's a run-in for Heidi Dennis on debut. Has her first try for the Aussie Sevens. What a moment for the 18-year-old.
That is just absolute scenes to see her teammates run over and get around her. Caitlin Shade here, big carry into contact. Able to create space on that right. Charlotte Kaslik puts it on a dime. Bashani, the veteran, and the debutante link up to see Dennis cross over for her first 5 points on the circuit.
And a warm round of applause at HBF Park for young Heidi Dennis. And there you go, that's what it means to the squad as a whole. Given a chance here at their host events. And they're all in there congratulating young Heidi. Well done. who gave her the assist pass, Shani Smale, gets us back underway. All the action in this second half particularly has been down in South African territory.
Tackle.
De Vries, Bedoye, Ruiz, awkward ball. Going in to make the tackle was Bella Nasser for Australia. And there's another hit coming on. Here's De Bruin. As the siren for full time, Lewis sets up the breakdown. Australia looking for the steal. They're not going to get it. It's a penalty to the South Africans.
Number 4 not rolling.
It's been really tough for this South African side in this matchup against Australia. Australia have dominated on both sides of the ball. They've had a real hard time trying to get out of their own defending 22, but they have one more opportunity.
Yeah, well, it is a penalty, so you can't kick it out on the full, even though time's
here.
up in regulation.
How
They
many
can
South
throw to the
Africa?
line out here.
How many? Come tighter, thank you.
Martin Simmers to throw the line out. Go through their routines.
Competition's
Been
good.
contested by Australia. Tom Dutoy there trying to rip it away, and
That's full time.
see the hand clap from Bella Nasser. That's full time.
Thanks,
And
Richard.
job done for
Yep.
Australia. Just the start they were looking for. Conceding no points. Running in plenty of tries. And the Aussie Sevens winner up and running in Perth. They've beaten South Africa by 31 points to 0.